welcome to my new video. I'm making more progress on this painting. I got her skin to a nice rendered place. I'm really happy with it. And then I also got her hair to a pretty rendered place, a place where I'm also pretty happy with it. I did her makeup and I started on her eyes. Right now in this footage, I'm finishing up her hair. I'm using Turner acrylic gouache paint. That was so hard for me to say. It's paint that I believe is a student grade paint, and my professors gave it to me. One of my professors gave it to me before I graduated. She was just cleaning out supplies that she had. I made a video on TikTok about using student grade paint. In this video though, I included a whole lot of footage in the beginning of food I was eating, people I was hanging out with, just things I was doing. I was talking to one of my friends about how creativity fuels us, and where does creativity come from? Is creativity just creating artwork, and then what does even that mean? I also have joined a group here in Santa Fe called Design Core, and that was the topic of one of the last meetings that we were in, was what we do in our day-to-day lives that fills our creative cup so that we can create artwork, again, whatever that means. So that's why I included that footage, so hopefully you can kind of see where I draw inspiration from. There was a lot of food, drink, and like I've mentioned in the past video, my first video, that food and drink is a subject that I'm super interested in. When I was a little kid, I wanted to be a chef. I loved Rachael Ray. Rachael Ray was my idol. My parents got me like a children's Rachael Ray cookbook when I was like 5. I don't want to be a chef any longer. It doesn't interest me in the hustle and bustle of a kitchen. However, food is still a big priority for me, especially in artwork. It represents food, culture, health, mental health, sexuality, queerness, and all sorts of other things. And I just have so many things I want to do with food and artwork that I can't wait to show you in future videos. So like and subscribe while you're here. So while these vlogs don't have a whole ton of artwork, or maybe the artwork segments seem short, I hope that you can see that it's not just artwork that makes you creative, it's everything in your life. It's how you prepare your morning coffee. That can be creative. It's what you like to do in your free time, whether that's get a side gig or read or watch TV. Wherever you can gather inspiration from, if you can gather inspiration from it, then it serves your creative soul. And I'm hoping that you can see that in these clips that I've included, where I'm not necessarily making artwork, but the things I'm doing help me make that artwork in a very indirect way.
Original platform, it looks like the original one, so like it has that droopy play around with that when you get to it. I don't like it flipped the other way, but what is that?
Beautiful. This is the end of the video. Last time, my first video, I did not show the progress I had made. Nobody said anything, so I'm assuming nobody was disappointed, which is nice. But I wanted to show the progress that I have made now. I didn't show it in that video because I wasn't at a point where I felt comfortable sharing it. I just wasn't super happy with it. It was at that infamous ugly painting stage. This is where we are now. I finished her hair. She's got her little cherry. Her her makeup. Her eyes are mostly done. I have some elements in here where I want to add silver, whether that was, she had a nose piercing in the sketch, I've painted over it, silver in her eyes, decals on her nails, a ring, things like that. But first I wanted to make progress on the second girl because in the first video I had said this was a diptych. This is the second girl so far. We're at the ugly painting stage, but I'm being very brave showing you. She will look better eventually, and I have more elements of her painted, obviously. I wanted to make progress on this one because I'm not exactly sure. One, I want to make sure that they look very similar to each other, that they look like they are a diptych, they're supposed to be together. I want to get to this stage with this girl here. And then with the silver elements, I'm not sure if I want to use just a silver paint and have it be kind of flat and shiny, or if I really want to render the silver bits. And I haven't quite decided yet, which is another reason why I'm starting on the second girl instead of finishing the first girl. I had mentioned this earlier, but not everything that I do paint-wise, like obviously none of this was shown in this video. Some of that I post on Instagram instead, some of that I post on TikTok instead. So if you're interested, these are what those usernames are. If you want to see more content and more of the process, some of that footage will be available there. I also have some other projects that I need to start working on, some canvas stuff, not just gouache on paper things. So a lot more artwork coming, and if you're interested in following along, then like, subscribe. You can follow me on these other platforms, and I'll see you somewhere soon. Bye. I don't know if like anybody else gets like self-conscious of like the way they move their mouth when they talk, but like I have something on my teeth.